Hey Prince Peeps. The majority seem to understand my need to do to redo the death investigation video with actual footage. I barely slept last night, trying to decide how I want to do this in the most respectful and loving way possible. So I'm not going to show everything because there is a multitude of pictures. You know, that's the weird thing with this is that no other celebrity or anybody else that I know for that matter has had so many pictures and video and things like this taken. It's like they're trying to prove something to us. And they came in different intervals. Like we got the first, then we get this, then we get that. But I don't feel a need to show all of that because I feel that uh it'll get confusing and things will get lost in what I'm trying to do here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take like hand position to hand position. Um pelvis rug position to pelvis rug position. You know, things like this so you can see the difference from this set of pictures to this set of pictures, you know, things like that that need to be pointed out. The elevator, how it's in one condition, then it's in another condition. And from my understanding is that uh the chief of, you know, the fire department and Kirk removed him from the elevator, started to administer CPR. um the fire chief told Kirk to go get the defibrillator. At that point the paramedics came in. They said no, he's, you know, he's gone, just stop. And that's where they, you know, stopped what they were doing. So if that is the case, then the investigation, that homicide investigation would open up. We've seen that from a couple videos back where, you know, it was opened up as there was a crime, a homicide investigation. And that's when all the pictures, video footage, all this stuff would have taken place all at one time. So if that was the case, then the body, the clothing, the rug, the pattern on the carpeting would have all been the same throughout all of the pictures, which they are not. And that is what I want to show. You know, please know that for the same reason I did not want to look at these pictures at first, and that you don't want to look at them out of fear, out of sorrow, out of love, loyalty, and respect. These are the same reasons we need to address this out of love and loyalty and respect. Because if we do not, who will, you know? Because obviously there's a lot of things that they don't want answered. And with us having that and not looking, we're you know, we're in a sense allowing. So I understand if you don't or you can't. I understand completely. So with that being said, this is where you should probably stop the video, and because we are getting ready to go into footage. All right, Prince Peeps, I'll be back after. So in this top picture, notice that the shirt is up, the jacket is more closed and off the shoulder, and the rug stops at his waist. Whereas in the bottom picture, the shirt is down, the jacket more open and on the shoulder, and the rug goes up to his torso. And please look at the sun rays on the carpet. One is by his mouth and one is by his forehead. Now in this picture, look at the legs are together, his right foot at the middle of the rug, whereas in the bottom one, the legs are wider apart and the right foot at the edge of the rug. As well as the rug position at his waist, the shirt up, the bottom one, the rug position at the torso, the shirt neatly down. Whew. Now in this one, we have the sun ray at his mouth and next to his arm. And in the bottom one, the sun ray at his forehead and under his arm. And notice that his black jacket is ripped at the collar. And the shirt closed and off the shoulder, bottom one shirt opened and below the shoulder. Now here we have the long fingers and the coloring and the relaxed, whereas the bottom one we have stubby fingers, they're pale and clenched. And notice again the sun rays. Notice the sun ray at the carpet at the top of his head. The jacket is ripped, and on the shoulder where we can see the brand Under Armour, the coloring, he's perspiring, lips look tightened. Now here the sun ray on the carpet is at the middle of the head, the jacket now off the shoulder, can't see the label, coloring is pale, lips more relaxed, and eyes slightly open. Now here is a side by side. We're about to go into two of the first videos that came out where he looks like a wax statue. Is this injection wound proof of the blood work done at Dr. Schellenberg's the day before, where he had no fentanyl in his system whatsoever, or is it something else? Now here we have the elevator, clean and shiny and pristine condition. The rug sitting there, the potpourri sitting there, which I thought the rug was supposed to be outside under the body. The potpourri should be a miss, a wreck. This was all taken at the same time, but here we have it. Now notice the shiny aluminum, bright and nothing messy. Now the aluminum has all these cloudy spills and markings and spills down to small puddles by the nice little potpourri bowl, and more excessive markings and spills that weren't there before. And again, notice, how the rug and the potpourri are perfectly back, in the elevator instead of outside by, underneath the body. And this last scene is strange, empty crime scene like nothing ever happened. Hey, Prince Peeps. So now you see my urgency on why I felt this needed to be done. It makes no sense. If anybody can explain it to me, please do so, because this makes no sense to me. I don't get it, and so many things from the investigation are in this same manner. The interviews, these pictures, other pictures from Paisley Park. I can go on and on and on and on, as we've been doing in this breaking down of the investigation. And if we can come to these conclusions, then that those handling this can see all this. So to me, I feel like these are questions that they just don't want answered for whatever reasons. I thank you for, supporting what I'm doing and understanding why it is that I'm doing it, because believe you me, this is not what I want to be doing. I would much rather be enjoying Prince the way I have my whole life. But unfortunately, I haven't reached that point. I don't know if I ever will. I mean, don't get me wrong, I listen to his music daily. I start my day off with him. He surrounds me. But I just, it's like if this happened to your mother or your father or your sister or your brother, could you just move forward? If you knew that you didn't know what really happened, if it happened in the same type of manner. So with that, he is all those things to me. I feel that I owe so much to him, my life. I haven't told you guys that story, but one day maybe. But so much of who I am is because of who he was. So please know I'd never do anything out of disrespect, and I tried to handle this even as respectful as possible, but I can't move forward, and I can't stop, so all right, Prince Peeps, hopefully we can fit some type of fun video in here somewhere, because I know that was a lot, you know. But it's so real. It's so real. And all right, I'll talk to you guys later.